Yeah, I've got a bit of a stinker tale for you today. This one is just to show the importance of hygiene. Yeah, having a wash before you go and get a tattoo. Have a shower. Oh my gosh. Now, many years ago when I first started tattooing, I worked in a studio in Christchurch, and we used to do a lot of walk-ins. Now, one day I was sitting there and a young lady came in and she was inquiring about getting a lower V-back tattoo done, the arse antlers. We didn't call them tramp stamps back then. She wanted a specific design, and I drew the design up for her, and she was like, yeah, cool, that's awesome. Can I get that done? And I was like, yeah, not a problem. I've got time available now. So I finished up the design, got the stencil ready, called her on over. She was wearing bike shorts, and this was back in the day when bike shorts were first becoming a thing. But then I noticed she actually had a push bike outside as well. I was like, oh, right, so she actually does right. She just doesn't just wear the bike shorts. But it was also a very particular warm day in town that day, which is kind of unusual. And it was a hot one, and she'd been out biking for, I assume, a while. Because, she came over, put the stencil on her, set her up, and when we do a lower back, we sit them in a chair and get them to lean forward, and that way it stretches the skin out, makes it easier for us. And so I got her to lean forward as far as she could go, and I leaned in to start doing the tattoo. And it hit me. It really hit me. Oh my gosh. The stank coming out of this girl's butt crack. Oh, it was horrendous. I was like, well, okay. And kept tattooing, but, noticed myself getting further and further away. Now, I was a bit of a polite guy back in these days when I first started, so I didn't want to say anything, I didn't want to embarrass the poor girl, and I thought I would just put up with this, and I did. But I tell you what, anytime I got the opportunity to use alcohol spray on that tattoo, I did. So it probably hurt her a little bit more than it should have, but damn, there was just some times when I had to get away from that stank, and there's no way I could. So let that be a lesson, boys and girls. If you're gonna go get a tattoo and it's a hot day and you've been out riding your bike, maybe just duck home and have a shower first, eh? So there you go, another tale from the Tattoo Crypt. Hope you really enjoyed this one. And if you did and you want to see more, all you got to do is like, subscribe, and hit the little bell to get notified of new tales coming out every week. See you next time on Tales from the Tattoo Crypt.